Hello again, this is part two of Monday's lesson, and just before you start going on with the next piece of work, I had meant to say in the previous one, I've been back for a week with Year 6 and it's actually been a really lovely atmosphere in class, and it's been great being back actually, but it's not the same without you lot, and we all miss you, and we really do hope that you are back before too long, and I'm sorry I didn't say that in the previous one, okay? Anyway, back to work. So, first activity on here, modal verbs. Again, I have taken all of these examples from the Strange Worlds Travel Agency book, which I am loving. Read them, don't copy them all out. You don't even need to screenshot and print this. Just numbers 1 to 12 on a piece of paper and write down one verb in each sentence that you identify as being a modal verb. In a couple of seconds' time, the answer slide will come up. No cheating, so pause it on this and only let it run forwards when you are ready to mark your answers. Promise me now, no cheating. Okay, so it should be obvious that the answers are in red and bold. How did you get on? Hopefully that would have been really straightforward, certainly for the vast majority of them. When I was looking in the book, I didn't find an example, when I was just quickly skim reading anyway, I couldn't find an example with ought. I've got might, must, would. There were other ones with wouldn't. I perhaps should have chosen a wouldn't instead of a couple of woulds. But anyway, you should be able to get the gist from that. Okay? Now, moving on from that, what I would like you to do now, let's have a look here. You're going to have to pause on this to read it through, okay? Now, this is going to fit in with our wishing story that is going to be our theme for the next 2 weeks, so for this week and the week after. If you had just one chance to make a wish, what would you wish for? Notice would as a modal verb there. So this exercise is going to be good for you to practice some of these modal verbs yourselves. Okay, so basically, I'll let you read through the instructions rather than me read them all out. It's going to entail you thinking about wishes that you would like to make, what you would or what you could do if those wishes were granted, however, and then think about a downside. You could potentially get in should as a modal verb into some of those, okay? So read this along. And if I go forward too quickly, obviously, just go back a couple of seconds, okay? Or pause it. So what I want you to do 2 or 3. I wish I, then what you could do with that wish, or what you would be able to, and then a downside, however. Notice the comma after however. So try to think of 2 or 3 different things, okay? I'm then going to go forward, so you'll need to pause it here for a couple of minutes and just jot down your ideas. Okay, I don't need to see this work, just jot down your ideas, okay? I'm moving forward. Whoops, that was a bit too quick that, wasn't it? Okay. Now, try to be a little bit more magical so anything is possible. So you could be a bit more ridiculous in your ideas if you like, okay? Again, thinking about can you get in could, would, should, would be able to, okay? Might, look at this one here. However, I might let, might is a modal, okay? So this is a good example for you to think about how you can use those in practice, okay? And if you can choose a couple of different wishes there that you could do there, jot them down. It's a good way for you to practice some modal verb writing, okay? And then tomorrow we are going to start with our wishing story. Okay, so pause me now, do those short tasks, and see you tomorrow. Bye.